Good morning everyone. Today's topic is managing I/O. And these are the points which we are going to discuss here. Introduction, unformatted input and output function, formatted input and formatted output. So these are the functions which transfer the data between the computer and standard input-output devices like monitors and keyboards. See here we have few examples of input and output statements like scanf, printf, getchar, putchar, getas and puts. So what makes the difference between all these things? So before discussing about that one, okay, we will be categorizing this into formatted and unformatted. First, we will see with your unformatted input-output statements like getchar, putchar, getas and puts. We do have others also, but most important in this class, we are going to discuss about these four unformatted input-output statements. That is getchar, putchar, getas and puts. We do have other things like getch, putch, getche and putche also. Like first, we will go with getchar. It is used to accept a single character using library function in a program. So if you want, what is this getchar for? Which category it comes under? It comes under the input statement. So getchar is an unformatted input statement. It is used to accept a single character using library function in the C program. The syntax will be like this. Say for example, the variable name is equal to getchar. That is ch is equal to getchar. What do you mean by that statement? That means you are reading a character from the a single character in the C program using library function. Putchar, that means this function obviously the opposite of your getchar, that is it is used to print the single character using library function, that is putchar. Syntax will be putchar of variable name. How you will write? Putchar of ch within the brackets semicolon. So here getchar, putchar difference is getchar is an unformatted input statement and putchar is unformatted output statement. These two are meant for reading and displaying of the character using the functions. While reading, you will have the syntax like ch is equal to getchar. While printing, you will have putchar, and whatever the character you want to read, that should be enclosed within the brackets. The next one is your getS. This function is used to read a string from the keyboard if input device is not specified. So S is nothing but it is meant for your reading of the strings. The syntax will be getS of S. This is an input statement. Next is your puts. This function is used to display a string. It also takes a single argument, that is puts of strings. So here getas and puts, the syntax will be same, whereas the keywords will be different. One is meant for input and the other is meant for your output, and both are meant for the strings. Unformatted input output for reading of strings. Next comes into picture is your formatted input. So here you do have two things like formatted input and formatted output, is it not? So here first thing is formatted input with scanf. That means scanf is a function which is used to read the formatted input. The scanf function is used to input data in a formatted manner. Syntax will be scanf, within double quotations you will have control string, comma, list of addresses of variables, or scanf, control string within double quotations, comma, ampersand variable 1, variable 2 and so on, variable n. And one more thing here in the scanf, within the double quotations you will have the control string which is the enclosure of your format specifiers, and all the variables in the list should be prefixed with ampersand symbol, because this is a list of addresses of variable, not the simple variables. So in C, to represent an address of any location, an ampersand is used. Scanf ignore all leading spaces, blanks, tabs, new lines, etc. Scanf can also use it to read the string of characters. For reading the string of characters, we will use %s as a format specifier in the control string. And for the strings, it is not necessary to prefix with ampersand symbol. Next, format of data type character in scanf. So here I have already told you the control string will consist of the conversions, that is your the format specifiers. We will see what are the format specifiers. So if the data is integer, %d, short integer, %d, short unsigned, %u, long, %id, long unsigned, sorry, this is unsigned, it will be %iu, hexadecimal, %x, long hexa, %ix, octal, %o. And for real character strings like float and double, float will be %f or %if or %g. %c is for your character, and for string it is %s. These are called as your format specifiers. Depending on the data type, you are going to use this particular format specifiers in the control string. Except for the string, every format specifier, that is every variable, will be prefixed with ampersand symbol. And formatted output. So we have seen formatted input, and formatted output also will have the same control strings, that is your format specifiers. And we are going to use a function called as printf. C provides inbuilt function in library stdio.h known as printf. The printf moves data from computer's memory to standard output device. The syntax will be printf control string comma variable 1 variable 2. Previously we have seen the scanf, there control string comma ampersand, that means every variable should be prefixed with the address. That means we are storing the address in the argument list. Here simple variable names, no prefix with ampersand. The control string entries are usually separated by spaces and precedences. That means you can have the width also. See here the same format specifiers which we have discussed previously. And printing the integers. An integer is a whole number when field width specified is greater than the number. Leading blanks are included. When the field width is not specified, or when the width is less than the number of the printed, then the entire output will be printed. So here these are the format specifiers in your printf. In printf, scanf generally %d you will write. In printf we can write it as %2d, 3d, 4d, like that. That means that number indicates the width. See here you are having three categories. %wd is right justified. If you are having negative width, it is left justified. If it is 0, just it right justifies the output. And one more thing here. What happens if you write it as %3d? It will not print as 3 times of your integer value or prefixed with 3, and it will print the value of that one. Say for example a is equal to 10. %4d is nothing but it prints 2 spaces and 2 for your output. That means it is right justified. If it is negative, then it is left justified. And this is the format %dx. 07d is nothing but if x value is 1, 2, 3, 4, it prints it as 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. %3d, if the width is less than the value, then it prints all the values. -5, it is left justified. 06d, so 6 spaces, 4 for the number, 2 for the 0. And this is for your single character %c. Okay, that's all.